Okay, we're here with Giles. Hello Giles, how are you today?
Hi Adam, I'm very good. Good to see that you got the ferret out again.
It suits me, keeps me warm. Right, okay, we've got a 360 Spider. I understand you're going to be painting it a colour soon.
Well, I kind of like the silver. It's a little bit more subtle, although it still attracts the police, so who knows?
We won't talk about you and the police. Actually, we will. Talk about the police. What's the beef with the police, Giles?
It's just number plates. You know, number plates is a bad crack at the moment, and it seems that no matter, you could make a word out of mounting screws and get away with it, but you move one letter slightly and they tend to follow you for about 15 miles. But there again, we had a nice day out, both of us,
Have we got you and the policeman?
Yeah.
Have we got the offending number plate on at the moment?
No, I actually have changed it because I'm a wimp. I paid them the 60 quid and just took it on the chin, so it's now in the garage.
Okay, so just to sum things up, you got fined £60 by the police for a letter being too close to something else?
Being slightly spaced apart, so it wasn't to the millimetre, allegedly.
You do know one of the chief inspectors is registered and has a Ferrari, and he'll be watching this. What have you got to say to him?
Just chill out. It's not exactly a crime.
That's wonderful. Well, let's have a look. Let's have a look at the 360 Spider anyway that the police have so closely monitored.
No, we did have a nice, we had a nice trip down through Guildford to the Top Gear track of the week before Dad's day out. So, I'm sure they enjoyed it. Obviously, it ruined my day a bit.
I can tell that. Let's try and get off the subject. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
I'm chilled now. I'm chilled.
Giles, what year is the Spider?
It's one of the last Spiders. It's a 2005. I think it was March 2005. So would have been 430 coupes at the time, or a 360 Spider.
It's really nice. And what mileage have we got on it at the moment?
It's just coming up to 9,000. Bought it with 7. It had been owned by the CEO of Butlins, I'm told, which is obviously why he didn't buy a red one, because he was fed up having red coats around.
Very good, yeah.
But no, so far, touch wood, it's been good fun, and obviously got involved with a few of the characters from the scene, such as your good self, yeah, we're finding it interesting at the moment, but couldn't do a yellow one, mate. Just couldn't do a yellow one.
What's he even going there for? Right, okay, so the 360 Spider, it's a 3.6 V8, 400 brake horsepower. We're talking 0 to 64.5 seconds.
Somewhere in that
I
region.
can't remember the top speed. What's top speed?
It is enough.
No, you don't know the top. What's the top speed, Giles?
I have no idea.
We can edit this.
180, I guess. 185.
I thought it was about that myself, because we interviewed them on his 360 Spider not so long ago.
It was very entertaining, I must admit.
Oh, have you seen that one?
I have indeed.
Okay.
Fortunately, there's no ropes in front of us on the camera now.
Well,
so,
we could always trip him up, Right, what do we got? Is it a manual F1? I can't say.
It is a manual.
Ah, manual box, right? Yep.
Proper gearbox.
Oh, another one. Here we go.
But yeah, for me that works. I live on a hillside in the Chilterns, and F1 box would have caused a few problems, I think. So I was about to get a GTR, found out that had some issues with its semi-automated box, cancelled that order, and came to, well, I wouldn't say the dark side, but came to the
Your
Ferrari.
senses.
Yeah, came to my senses and got something with a bit more passion. But yeah, manual works for me. A little bit old school, but that's how I like it.
Well, you're old.
There you go.
And so for
Matches my hair, didn't you know?
I haven't got any, so you've got me on that one. Unless I put this back on again. Right, so for someone who's looking to buy a 360 Spider, running costs. It's a myth. To me, it's a myth. People saying about, it's about 10 grand to run a 360 or something like that. Tell us, what's a yearly service gonna average out?
Well, obviously, I bought it last year, so haven't had a service experience as yet, but it's well under the 10k that you're talking about. Running costs, I suppose, insurance and petrol. Which
So now
depends how hard you press the loud pedal.
Yeah, and because you're really old, the insurance is going to be quite cheap, I'd imagine.
That's right, about £2.60, yeah. Yeah, for a fully comp, yeah, that works out about right.
Yeah, with inflation, I would imagine as well. But on a serious note, I mean, I hear like the 360s are around about £600 to £800 to service.
Yeah, I think the major costs are obviously going to be belt services as and when.
So belts are every 3 years?
Yes, that's right.
Belts every 3 years,
And
yeah.
obviously
And that's about, hang on, that's about 1,500 quid for new cam belts?
1,500.
Maximum,
you can
maximum.
go down to about 1,000 if you shop around, I think.
Yeah, yeah. Well, the dealers will tell us different things, and because there's tensioners involved and things like that. But from what I can remember, the cam belts are very accessible by going through the rear seats rather than taking an engine out.
Wouldn't know on that, mate. You'll be the aficionado.
Yeah, well, I'll
on that
confirm on that. Compared to the 355, where it's an engine out job,
definitely, it's a lot easier than 355.
A lot easier, which means it's a lot cheaper. So it's quite good value for the cam belts. Clutches
again. You're gonna be about the £1,000 mark as and when required. 1,000 to 1,500 again. But as I say, as and when required. Touch wood, that won't be for a while, depending on how I slip the clutch manually. Obviously, with an F1, you've got a wear indicator, which you just hook it up to the magic box, and it tells you
the SD2, SD3 machines, whatever they are. Yeah, no, that's fine. And the engines here, they're pretty much bulletproof, aren't they? Really?
I'm told, yeah. And touch wood, they will be, because I don't want to be spending a lot of money on the car. I want to be out enjoying it.
As you are today.
Indeed.
Giles, it's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you ever so much for joining fGear.
Thank you.